How to customize WordPress login page. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you step by step how it's done very easily. So first we will need to just install a plugin and get started with designing. So we need to log into our WordPress admin and we just want to scroll down or find the plugins section. From here, we simply just want to click on add plugin. Now from here, you're going to have a few options to choose from when it comes to setting up your or customizing your login page, but the one I'm going to be going for is color lib. So just go and search for color lib like so, and it's just going to show us this one right here, the custom login page customizer by color lib plugins. So we're just going to click on install once you find it, and once it's done, we simply just want to click on activate, which is just going to take us to the installed plugins, and we simply just want to locate color lib login and we want to click on settings. So once this opens up, this is going to be exactly where we are just going to pretty much edit whatever we want with the login page. So we have all of these different options to choose from and begin our designing process. The first one being the different templates that we can choose from and start using them. It's just going to give us a boost. It's just going to make things easier for us to adjust. So if we just click on templates, as you can see, you have a bunch to choose from. For example, this side-by-side one is very cool. I like it. I may go for it. And you also have a different set of options here to choose from. So simply go for the one closest to what you want it to look like. And then we can just begin adjusting things as we go. So I'm just going to stick to this one. And we can just go back and begin with the rest of the options. For example, logo options is going to be where you set up your logo and change a few things. So for example, I did not upload my logo yet, so I'm just going to click on select image, and I just picked this one just as an example, and I'm just going to be using that one. You can feel free to change the logo width, height, and that did not really change much, so I'm just going to change the width to the size that I like. If you wanted to lead somewhere, you can feel free to add that. And also some more logo settings like show image only, text only, and so on. I'm just going to leave it as it is right now because it's kind of perfect as it is. Now we can just go back. Layout options, you have different layouts that you can choose from. So you can, flip them. This is not really going to work with this kind of template, but I think this is going to be even better for me personally, but you can feel free to really adjust this as you like. You have a lot of different layout options. So I'm just going to stick to this. This is kind of cool, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm just going to stick with this column option, the one column option. But again, you can feel free to just go for two and adjust them as you like. Now for the background options is going to be where you add the background image. And now we have this as the background image. Obviously, you can upload your own. I just picked one from the selections that I had. And we can just begin with the form, the general form options if you want to really change the form width, height, and more details in here. So you have a lot to work with here. There's plenty of options to choose from and to design. Now in here, the login form text is going to be where you can feel free to adjust what this says and this and pretty much everything else. So by default, it's username or email address. You can feel free to really make it say anything that you want, even for the password and the remember me and also the button. So if you wanted to change it to something else, you can feel free to make it, for example, let's go. So I'm just going to leave it as that so we can see that, after it changes. So if we just go back, we also have more things like the lost password form text. So as you can see, all of the details are going to be available in here, and we can feel free to adjust them as we like. Even the form button and links, if we click on that, we can feel free to change the colors of them and everything. So we can just go ahead and make this red. And the hover one is going to be once you actually hover over it, you can see it's going to turn to blue. So let's just go ahead and change that. So it is going to be gray, for example. Never mind that, I went with the green options instead. You also have the link color. So these two at the bottom, you can feel free to change the colors of them from here. Obviously, because, if your background doesn't really make them so visible, you can just feel free to change that right over here and try your best to make it look visible. It's just kind of hard to see anyway. And yeah, as you can see, within a few minutes, we have a much more sophisticated login page than the default one. And these on the top, if you were wondering, these are just shortcuts to what we visited. And I'm just curious to see how this would look like at this point. I'm just going to stick with the one column again. And yeah, obviously design-wise, I'm not the best. I'm pretty sure your login page is going to be much better, but you get the point. And then all you need to do once you're happy with it, and by the way, you can feel free to view it with mobile and tablet and so on. So once you're happy with your changes, you can feel free to click on publish on the top. And that's all you need to do. So let's see how it's going to look like once we actually try to log in. So as you can see, I just logged out, and this is going to be my new login page. So yeah, this is it for this video. Hopefully you found it to be informative and helpful. And for more information, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching.